Welcome back to some more Dwarf Fortress. So, I have designated out some offices, sort of elected official accommodations, sort of scaled for the upper nobility, dukes, duke's watch, duchess, sort of level, enough room for them for that sort of wealth needed. Of course, a lot of the trick to filling their sort of wealth needed requirement is making things out of very expensive items. So, anyway, let's go ahead and continue. The fortification, the sort of defensive wall, rather, is almost finished. The fortifications are... the defensive lip is also almost finished. Let's see about getting that built real quick. And that should be that. Those finished, and logs. One thing that the new version of Dwarf Fortress brings in is the sort of more pressing need to get everything paved. Paving, of course, stops trees and whatnot from growing, as it's a little annoying to have your fortress and we have a tree spring up in the middle of it. So, more sort of picking up of items and whatnot. Late summer. So, unfortunately, I'm expecting another phone call. So, if I get that, I'll have to stop the recording and take it. So, let's see, what was I actually doing last episode? This is really one of the main reasons why I like to record in the evening. I'm recording sort of middle of the day today. Got some time off. So, of course, advantages of middle of the day recording is that you can be a little bit louder. Disadvantages, of course, is that you get random phone calls. So, let's see, no one's actually idle, which is good. Oh. So it looks like the sort of masterwork wooden bed, that's a bit of a tongue twister there, creation spam is still ongoing. That's getting there. I finally got these are the new offices down here. This is the sort of grand dining room, and this time it's going to be sort of a buffet style, several sort of sections. So the way I have it laid out now, 4 sections, drinks in the middle, food on either side. It's, from a practicality standpoint, a little goofy. Realistically, they don't really use the dining room properly yet. But from a sort of efficiency standpoint, it should be relatively good. The upstairs here and here are for the kitchen area, and then the kitchen has a direct connection This is sort of deliberately empty space. Farmland, 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 farmland. At this point, we don't need this much farmland, but why not? And this is the hospital. Sort of lower hospital storage, hospital, and upper hospital. So, of course, I had to trim this off so that when I flood the place, it doesn't end up... that's not good. We have no food whatsoever. Late summer, we should be fine. Though, let's let this continue. Dwarf therapist, how many farmers do we have? We have 2 farmers. Oh. We have 1 farmer, and the second farmer is sort of a mixed, they have other skills mixed in, which is less than ideal. Let's see, gym setting, how many gym setters do we have? Congratulations, you've been recruited to farming. And who else is relatively low skilled? You have leather working. You can be on farming as well. So these 2. So we've got more parties at more parties down here. Alright. And I need a... Here we go. So this is going to be the new name and dining hall. Oh, well, I'm waiting on sort of things to be dug out and whatnot. I'm going to go over a couple of minor changes that I made to the water supply. This is not it. So this is the sort of uppermost level of the sort of drinking water supply. And here I have a sort of an emergency drain. The idea is you leave this open, there's going to be a little bit of sort of variable geometry in how this is laid out, either 1 or 3 wide opening. And if, for whatever reason, the fortress continues to fill, the spill-off ends up draining it over here instead of into the sort of rest of the fortress. However, if everything sort of goes haywire and ends up draining down here, this is several layers down, and the lowest, below the lowest layer of the fortress. This is the emergency vent everything because some idiot left the tap running. Sort of emergency spillover option, and then this just drains into the drains off the map. So, I think those are actually the only 2 real changes that got made. Did I? So, H. Oh, that would be why. F6. Zoom there. So from here we have I'm going to place a second zone. It's going to be a garbage dump. And dump all of that. Of course, with the sort of major advantage of dumping things here is all of the sort of craft crafting stuff is going to be done here, and this is going to be the sort of magma area. So move it once and sort of move it once and then have to shift it once more to get everything made. So this is autumn. And let's see. Okay, I'm going to make a small cut in the video here as I double check some stuff on the map. I'll be back in a second.